EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. On play action, Wentz. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Side here complete to Campbell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, When they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. 3.5 to go, first quarter. And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Three and a half to go, first quarter. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. All-Pro tight end Rob Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 2nd down and 4, Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Touchdown! Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the... And down he goes! goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action, it's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. DeForest Buckner, all-pro defensive tackle there on the stop. Second and 10. Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Running right, Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. This is fielded at the 7. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 1st down, Wentz. Flushed out right. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, it's Wentz. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kylan Granson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Wait, that 380.
Brady now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Second and 20.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Jamel Dean right there on the coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Let's go, Greg. 54.
On third down, here's Taylor. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Three yards remain for second down.
The final shot before half for Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Here's Brady to throw. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. The give is to Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Julian Blackman bringing him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Brady. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Brady. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Second down at 5.
Throwing now is Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Succop's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down. It's Taylor. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. It's right 57. Hey, Ford, told you. Check right. Watch it, divide. Hey, watch the slant.
Wentz now on first down. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Now Wentz. They'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Quick throw here to Hilton. And he's got some space here. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Looking downfield for Godwin. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Brady now to throw. And this is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Go, Cat. Let's go. We got this.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. That'll bring up 2nd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football and at least more completions for them.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Great 15. Great 15. Check, check, check.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to...
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by FreekyXJason's. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Wentz. And he fends him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by FreekyXJason's.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Here we go. 46 down, man. 5-4.
45 for Mike. 45 for Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's get there. 55 Mike, guys. 55. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check 55. Check 55.
Wentz going to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.